Now to the historic day inside a courtroom in Lower Manhattan. For the first time ever in American history, a former president is a defendant in a criminal trial.
Donald Trump faces felony charges tied to an attempt to influence the presidential election through hush money payments to a porn star. Trump pleaded not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records last April. The maximum penalty for each count is 4 years in state prison, capped at 20 years.
Jury selection is expected to take up to 2 weeks as both sides weed through thousands of potential jurors. Court officials expect about 500 people to appear each day. The entire trial is expected to last up to 8 weeks. This is only one of 4 criminal cases Trump faces, while also being the presumptive Republican nominee for this year's presidential election. This case may be the only one to face a jury before the election.
Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett has spent the day at the courthouse, joins us now from Lower Manhattan with the very latest. NJ.
And right, Dave, this is all just beginning. They've been screening potential jurors for just under 2.5 hours. So far, literally dozens have been excused in a process that, as Liz said, is expected to take several days. As for the former president himself, he arrived here at about 9:30 this morning, his voice seething with contempt.
This is an outrage that this case was brought. This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
Donald Trump took his seat in the 15th floor courtroom, showing every indication that he is intently involved in his defense. He stares down Judge Juan Merchan, confers with his lawyers, and at times casts his heavy gaze on dozens of jurors waiting to be questioned. The former president, his defense attorney later told the judge, wants to be present at everything.
President Trump.
Trump was indicted last year over the $130,000 payment made to porn actress Stormy Daniels, who claimed she had an affair with Trump in 2006. Although he denied it, prosecutors say Trump ordered his personal attorney, Michael Cohen, to buy her silence in the closing weeks of the 2016 campaign. Cohen is expected to be the star witness in the case, along with Ms. Daniels. Trump is accused of covering up the payment, listing it as a legal expense.
Everyone stands equal before the law. No amount of money and no amount of power changes that enduring American principle.
For hours today, both sides bickered with one another over what evidence the jury could eventually see. Trump's deposition in the E. Jean Carroll case, no. But social media posts intended to intimidate Cohen, likely yes. The defendant himself has publicly embraced the strategy of going after his perceived enemies, said prosecutor Joshua Steinglass. These tweets, phone calls, and emails, it's a clear effort to raise the cost of cooperation. President Trump has been facing criticism from all sides. Defense attorney Todd Blanche hit back. He's defending himself. Finally, the judge lost patience. Sit down and relax, he told them. We have 500 jurors waiting for us. And to be honest with you, I'm not interested in getting into this minutia with you. At one point, defense attorneys actually accused the judge of being biased against Trump and filed a motion urging him to recuse himself from the case, a motion the judge flatly denied. Again, several potential jurors have been excused from this case. The process still going on. Again, this is only the beginning. Live in Lower Manhattan, NJ Burkett, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.